Hello guys, and welcome back to United Brothers. Today we have another plane here from Aries, the Gamma V2.
Which you guys did see us do a dogfighting video with.
Yep.
That was awful.
That was amazing.
You broke like 4 props.
The same day.
So first off, we did do a Gamma trainer, which was a 3-channel not too long ago. That was actually a pretty good airplane.
Yep.
First off the bat, this is definitely one of the earlier, not earlier, but one of the earlier like Aries products, right?
It's one of the most products they've sold.
Okay.
The easiest plane they have, at least, to fly.
Probably, yeah. The only thing about them is, though, is that putting it together is not quite as simple as it should be.
No.
There's a lot of tinkering that we had to do to get this to work right, because the servos are either set a little too far past their neutral point, or we have parts that break when you adjust them. It's just, some of the stuff on here is definitely cheaper quality.
You have to adjust every single servo linkage on this thing.
Yep. I've built 3 of them now, and I know.
Yeah.
So, first off as well, one of the biggest things that I've come to find on these when I've flown them, because we've flown these a couple times, is the landing gear is extremely fragile. This plastic piece does like to break.
You might as well rip it off and glue it back on, it'll be stronger.
Yeah. So first off, this airplane, they do actually, if you can still find them, they do have a float set for it.
Yep.
Do have a float set for it. This airplane does have a nice little battery hatch, which is pretty simple to get to. You do have your connector here. These are actually going to be Deans when you get them out of the box. We changed it to, what's it called, EC3?
XC60.
XT60, sorry. And then it's kind of weird though, the battery will actually run off the balancing cord for your lights, which is, you don't see a lot of companies doing it that way, do you?
No, if you have enough channels on your receiver, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Just plug your light straight into your receiver, it works fine.
Yeah, it works a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically very basic 4-channel airplane. One thing I do not like they do as well, this is a big thing I've seen a lot of Aries planes do. So the ailerons actually are 1 servo combined together. So I don't know, that just seems like a fail point. You have 1 servo go out, you're done. You have no roll to it anymore. So, and it's not quite as responsive. You had your, we actually never did a review on it. You did have this old Mustang, and it was kind of a squirrel.
It was terrible. You turned too hard, and it would just go out of control, tip stall.
Freak out on you. So
yeah.
Only positive notes, just like the 3-channel one. Rubber band for the wings, so if you do hit the ground, this should probably help a little bit.
Yep.
Body seems strong. It's the rest of it that I'm kind of worried about.
Yeah.
So, well, I think we should get this thing in the air. And also, you guys have probably noticed we don't have the nose cone on this thing. And that's because it's getting hard to find the props.
Yeah.
So we've been
you can't get the props anymore.
No, so you have to aftermarket ones. You have to get aftermarket ones. Yeah. Yep. So if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be our last Aries review.
Yep.
So unfortunately, Aries did shut down. Firelands was the owner of it. They decided that they no longer want to go with Air products. So basically, if you find anything out there from Aries anymore, that's going to be what's left.
Yep.
So you're pretty much it's at the end of its line. It's over. So, well, we still need to do the Crusader. Let's do this one, see how it does, and the Crusader is going to be the Aries finale, I think.
All right, let's do it.
Hang on. Nope. Full power. There we go.
Okay. That was uneventful.
Alrighty, so first off, have flown these before. They actually do fly pretty nice. This is flying really well right now, actually.
This plane is a brushless plane.
Yeah, it is a brushless plane. The trainer one that you saw a video on not too long ago, that was actually brushed. That airplane did really well for what it was, though.
Okay.
So, let's see this thing fly by here, a couple low passes. Yeah, it flies really well, actually. Pretty stable platform. This doesn't... what was it? Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Nothing too bad, like no bad tendencies or anything like that. Should I try some tricks?
Yeah, go for it.
Here, let me turn around here.
Watch for those tall poles.
It's acting a little weird.
We are at a new location.
It was acting a little weird. There we go. Wind just messed with it a little bit. Alright, climbing. And pull up. Lighting. That wasn't super eventful. I need to get higher for more tricks.
The camera blurred out on you.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Need a new cameraman.
Yeah, we do. It's about time to replace that thing.
Calling this thing the blur bag.
And the sad part is about this airplane too, the rudder is actually more authoritative than the ailerons are. That also probably has a lot to do with just having the 1 servo. Alright, let's get higher here so I can do some tricks with this thing. Rubber trick. Oh, nope.
Shit, didn't even do anything.
It doesn't move at all.
The ailerons do not have that much authority to them.
It does not have authority for that, nope. Okay, should I try inverted?
Sure.
Alright.
I need a lot of up. We need a lot of up. Well, maybe not that much.
Okay, it felt a little different.
Well, there you are.
Okay, so let's get back to the review part here. So, airplane does not have a lot of roll to it. You know, of course, it's not a stunt plane by any means, so it's not too disappointing.
I mean, it is meant to be a 4-channel trainer.
Yeah, so it's meant to be for someone new to 4 channels, which, you know, it's doing not too bad actually. Let's do a roll over here.
Normally it would come with a kind of a safe mode in it.
Yeah.
But they don't sell the controllers anymore for these, so
Nope.
you can't bind up to that anymore.
Nope, so you definitely need to do Spectrum or whatever you have yourself.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, that wind though.
Mm-hmm.
That wind is really moving it around here. I have to do a lot of fighting here. Climb. I don't know, man. This wind's a little sketchy with this thing.
That's fine.
Look around. Yeah, that rudder is so much more authoritative than the rest of the plane.
Yeah, that wind's kicking up.
That wind's really kicking it around. So, oh, there we go. That would have been bad. So this has an AS3X receiver, right?
It does not, no.
Oh, no. Okay, so this
Normal
is
receiver.
This is just normal receiver. Okay, so this is definitely all me.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, so if you have it with a normal receiver, no AS3X assistance at all, it definitely gets pushed around a lot. Not a very heavy airplane though, so it's to be expected. This is also pretty high winds for this thing.
Yeah.
Pull up. That was cocky. Do I ever do anything that's not?
Have you tried the stall out on it?
Yeah, okay, let me get up there. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and pull back. All the way back.
Oh, that's good. Wow.
That's really good.
That's really good.
That's really good. You could land it on that.
Oh yeah. You're going against the wind too, so
That's
pretty
not
good.
bad at all. No, that's really good. Okay. So definitely stall gets a 10 out of 10 there. Really controllable, very easy for someone that was a novice to this.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do too bad. Like I said, if we weren't in the wind, this would be really, really nice. I'll see if I can do a couple tricks up here. I'll make it a little higher though.
Sure.
Don't want to push this one battery too long.
Try the inverted out on as well.
Okay, I'm gonna roll right now. Let's do it. Wow, that's not bad at all actually.
How much up do you have to give it?
Not a lot.
Okay.
You just barely give it a little bit of a tap, it does really well. Let me do that one more time coming towards us. Yeah, the wind's definitely pushing around today, but it's not terrible.
I think it's about 10 mile an hour winds.
Not bad at all.
Mm-mm.
Turn around here. Yeah, that rudder authority is really good on it.
So you have to use rudder when you're turning?
Not all the time. I would definitely suggest if you want to do some coordinated turns, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Let's do some little passes here. I gotta be really careful that window with this. Yeah, you can really see it getting pushed around. And now it's like a kite. All right, let's go up. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, like I said, definitely not a sports car by any means. It's definitely not meant to do any like really crazy tricks, which I wasn't expecting it to. When it comes to flying as a 4-channel trainer, it does really, really well. I don't know, man. It's got some good and some bad tendencies to it.
Okay.
That's definitely the timer, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should bring it in.
Okay. Let's do one more pass here, and I'll do that. I'm gonna try to land as slow as I can though, because you know how fragile these landing gear are.
Yeah.
Do one more pass here for everyone here on the channel. That was a really nice one because he's getting pushed around everywhere. Oh, that wind though.
Land with the wind. Or into the wind, I mean. You can slow it down more.
Oh no, I just don't want to hit the soccer goal. That would be something for the bloopers there. Okay.
Just go into the goal to land it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Just a little bit of throttle. Doesn't even need it actually.
Doesn't really need much, does it?
Alright, come on, baby. Nice and gentle. Does not want to come down. Oh.
Well.
Actually, no brake. Okay, you didn't break the line. You're good.
The prop's good too.
Okay. First impressions. Flies pretty well. It definitely gets pushed around a lot in the wind. Like I said, but that's a normal receiver, so that could happen to any airplane. There is not a lot of throw on the ailerons at all. So this is definitely not a trickster by any means. You can't do a lot of fun rolls or anything like that. But you can do some very basic stunts with it. As a 4-channel trainer though, I do think it flies really, really well. I think we should get a little bit more footage of this thing, fly around a little bit more and see what we can do.
Do some crazy tricks.
All right, let's try it.
Let's do
So Damon has asked me to go inverted really low with this thing, and I'm really scared, but I think I'll try it.
Unless you want me to do it.
It's up to you. Want to try it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
This thing actually flies really nice. I'm
Like
going with the wind right now.
Like I said, it definitely gets pushed around a lot though.
Oh yeah. It is a very light plane.
It's very sketchy.
Nice little low passer.
It looks nice though.
I mean, you could tell it's a trainer plane. Like, it's not super aggressive on the turning or anything.
No, it's meant for someone new or novice.
Yeah. All right, you ready for this, man?
Oh, dude, if you can do this, man, I'm gonna have to do it too, aren't I?
Yes. Okay. Hey.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
That's cocky right there.
It is really cocky.
Double up and flip over. There we go.
Try again.
That is awesome.
Do it again. Coming towards us.
Okay. Let me go into the wind.
Okay.
It's a lot easier.
Okay. Why not? You don't want to fight it?
I am about 3/4 of throttle just to go upside down.
Huh.
Any lower, it tends to
Drop,
some
right?
weird things.
That's actually what caused you to wreck in our dogfighting video when you did your little victory lap.
Yep. Nice and low.
Oh, oh my god.
That's awesome.
You're gonna land and make me do it now, aren't you?
If this wasn't such a cheap plane, I would not do this.
Uh-uh.
Because I am not that confident in myself.
Oh.
One more time and I'll give it to Robert.
Oh no. I'm gonna wreck it.
No, come on. It's not very low, but oh
Oh, that was really cocky.
well. Yes, it was.
That was really cocky.
Alright.
You're landing it, aren't you?
Let's land it. And
Oh, I don't want to do it.
Robert's turn. Hey, if you crash it, that's the good views right there, man.
Yeah. Plus I have another one I can just give you.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter. I don't think you care. These things are such... They're good.
Huh?
They're great. Oh, perfect.
Better than your landing.
Excuse me?
It
So,
actually holds it really well. But let's give it to Robert.
So what else do you think about it, Bo, by the way?
Oh, flies well. It's really good for a 4-channel plane or 4-channel trainer. So if you can find these, definitely pick them up because how cheap they are, it doesn't matter if you crash them.
Yeah.
The electronics are worth more than what the plane is.
So you're really going to make me do this?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Pretty uneventful, actually.
Not bad.
I'm surprised that prop's actually staying on. Go for it. See how low Robert can get. There you go. That's not very low.
That's different for me, though.
It actually does have the power to pull out of it, though.
It does. That's weird. Let me go back and do it in the past here. It's got a little bit of speed to it.
Mm-hmm. That's against the wind, too.
Uh-huh.
Surprised.
Not bad. Let's try this again. Oh. I have to go lower, don't I?
Yes.
Okay.
As low as you feel comfortable.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. How low can you go? Definitely beat me.
How did I do that?
That's awesome.
I'm really impressed with myself how to do that. I'm doing that again, aren't I? What would you do if I touched the grass and I saved it?
That'd be amazing.
Oh, I'm doing this again. Why did I do that? How did I do that? Woo!
Cut the grass, man.
Okay. Rolling. Get away from that.
Away from that
Away from
goalpost.
that.
And
That's
us.
kind of cool, though. Get away from that person. Let's try one more pass, sorry.
Ah, your head.
Ah!
Oh, where'd you go? There you are.
See it?
Yep.
Okay. Why are we doing inverted passes?
Because it's awesome.
Okay, let me get up here. Oh.
One more.
Okay. How low can I get?
How low can you go? Oh my god.
Woohoo!
Oh, yes.
How did I do that? Woohoo!
Alright, go ahead and land it.
One more time? Okay.
Hey, if you want.
I'm doing it again. I'm not satisfied. Was that, you're pretty impressed?
Uh-huh.
Was that brave for me?
You almost touched the tail there.
I did. That was really close. I don't know how I did that. Okay. It's actually not too bad if you just roll it and then let it settle.
Yeah.
A little bit down. And the thing is, everything's opposite when you're doing this. Go a
Mhm.
little lower. A little more speed.
Up is actually up.
How? Go from that pole. Okay, land it time?
Yep.
Okay. Should I land upside down?
Definitely break a
Are
prop.
we really getting that on video?
Huh?
I actually didn't have proof I did that. Dude, I almost have to do one more. I don't feel satisfied.
Don't push your luck.
I don't do that.
No.
Alright, get away from this pole. controls.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go land it now. I mean it this time. I won't lie, I'm a little impressed it could do that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
For a trainer, that's really good. Okay. You don't have as much wind right now either.
Mm-mm.
Slow down a little bit more, baby, please. Oh, that was really good. That was so good.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I can't believe I did that. I'm actually pretty shocked. Didn't think I could do that. That was awesome. So I think to kind of sum it up what my opinions are on it, it does really, really well. I was actually impressed with the inverted. You saw how well that holds that. It does really good.
You barely have to give it any up either.
No, and I think what's cool is that it might actually be a really good trainer for 3D pilots when they want to learn to get low and
Yeah.
get low and do some of those maneuvers. But I think for what it does pretty well. So why don't we go ahead and give this thing its rating? What do you think? You want to start?
Yep, get closer.
Right about out there. That's good.
All right, so that actually flew really well.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed. It did pretty well.
Yeah.
I have flown these before, but we were kind of more in a mess around setting. I had a bunch of extra weight on it, so I didn't really get to see what it could do. I think this thing flies really well. Like I said, there's a couple things to it that I wasn't quite fond of. Some of the cheapness of the materials definitely kind of gives us some markdowns for me.
Yeah.
I think the one servo thing is just kind of going a little too cheap. The one servo for 2 ailerons seems like such a fail point to me.
They did that with the P-51 as well.
And that's a warbird, and you can't really afford to have something go wrong on those. This is a high wing airplane, so if obviously there's one aileron, I can still do it. P-51, that might be a different story. One of the other things, though, too, I wasn't too fond of. Like I said, we had to do a lot of fiddling around and adjusting just to make this thing fly. So, as we said before as well, no more part support for these. Aries is gone. So if you guys get these airplanes, just know that if something happens, it might be the end of it for you because the parts are going to get really hard to find.
Yeah, you can still go to the website and check out the stuff, but you can't order anything from it.
No.
I don't even know why they still have it up.
No. So, so keep that in mind. So if you're going to be buying one of these, make sure you get it really cheap. That way if something happens, it was still worth it for you.
Buy an extra for parts.
Yeah, exactly. Buy an extra for parts, or if you find some wreck ones, buy them up, take some parts from them. But yeah, we're at the end of the line for Aries, and it's sad. I think Aries did a couple pretty ambitious things. They definitely came with the V-Hawk. That was pretty ambitious for the time.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite the greatest airplane, but just for the fact that they tried it. There's a couple things I think we'll say something more about a little later.
Yeah. I do have to say, this is probably one of their best planes they have.
Yeah, definitely.
Next to the Laura.
Yeah,
I think
the Laura was really good. I did like the Gamma trainer. That was good at what it did. That was a good airplane. And this thing, if you can get them cheap, they're not bad. I think 100. How much were these when they were new? About 140, right? 150.
Bind and Fly was about 80.
Okay.
And then Ready to Fly was 150.
Okay, so I think for the price, these were a little overpriced for the time. A lot of Aries products are. That was a big problem with them, but. If you can get these things for $20, because we got ours for $20 a pop, I think if you can get them for that price, they're worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we said, there's lights on here as well. I gotta say, I haven't seen another airplane like this that could hold inverted like that. That was really good. That was cool. That was fun. I've never done that before.
Yeah. So now we can get some training with it.
Definitely.
Get more comfortable.
As I said before too, I'm surprised I didn't do it in the video, but these landing gear are extremely cheap, so be really ready for that. If you can do road landings, I'd really strongly recommend that versus the grass, because this will just rip these off. So, what were some notes that you had on it, do you think?
I think you pretty much covered everything.
Yeah. Like I said, if it wasn't for the having to fix everything on it, cheapness of parts, and then, going the cheap route in a few categories of it, I think this airplane would do really well. I think this airplane deserves a solid
6.
Solid 6, yeah, exactly.
I'll say 6.
I think 6 is really good. It does really well what it's for.
It does fly well, but everything before that is just kind of eh.
Everything before that's kind of eh. And then there was a couple weird tendencies. It seemed like it wanted to tip stall, but it didn't. So, to a beginner, that might be kind of a scary thing for him.
Well, that's inverted. You shouldn't be going inverted when you're in training anyway.
No, exactly.
So.
Alrighty, well, I think 6 is very fair for this airplane. And as we said, we're kind of sorry to see Aries go. We do have one more airplane coming for you guys. What was that called? The
Crusader 2.
Crusader 2, yeah, exactly. So this is the second to last review on the Aries products we'll get to do, and we'll see you guys again next time.
See you. Into the wind.
Yep.
You ready for this? Someone didn't tighten that on all the way.
No, it's fine. It's because I told you that was going to happen.
Why didn't you tighten it on all the way?
There we go.
Oh,
It's
that's
tight.
perfect.
That's why. You told me not to go too far with it.
I told you to tighten it.
I did. It's tightened.
Look how much it moves.
This is going so well.
Tighten it more. Oh yeah, that's more. It's not even
I got a little bit. I got a little bit.
Oh yeah. Just don't go full throttle, I guess.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's when it pops off.
Here, let me try one more time. Here, back up so you don't get hit.
Robert, see what he thinks.
Let's do it. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this thing out. Pretty easy to fly.
Very easy.
Okay, so this
You're gonna love it. Awesome. I'll throw it for you.
sweet.
Alright, just give it about half throttle.
Dude,
How you like it?
I'm fucking loving it. It's like it flies like a fighter plane. It's got those long swoops to it.
Yeah. I like how it has no stall tendencies. It doesn't do any of your tricks. Just saying. Doesn't have a rudder to it.
I know.
Oh.
That's that was fun. Got a little nervous, didn't you?
No, just you're flying behind us. I wasn't expecting that.